In Grand Theft Auto, players can commit almost any crime imaginable, which raises an interesting question. Why does even this game draw a moral line? In GTA, players can steal cars, deal drugs, assault civilians, and commit murder, all presented as interactive entertainment with no real-world consequences. We already draw lines in these spaces. Even in fiction, sexual violence and child abuse remain off-limits, showing we don't treat all virtual actions as morally equal. The phrase, "it's only a game," does carry some truth. Nobody actually gets hurt. But that defense quietly blends two very different claims together: that games don't cause violence, and that game content can never influence us at all. What we take in repeatedly gradually shapes what feels familiar, entertaining, even normal. Influence doesn't demand imitation. It simply and quietly reshapes what we come to desire. When I played GTA V, I genuinely enjoyed the freedom of doing whatever I wanted with zero consequences. But that same realization now concerns me. The fantasy is seductive, breaking rules, destroying property, killing, all without real consequences. But freedom from consequence isn't the same as freedom from influence. If fictional murder is acceptable because it isn't real, why does that principle suddenly stop at sexual violence? This boundary demands honest moral reasoning. The Bible draws a clear connection between desire, temptation, and sin. Wisdom, then, isn't merely about resisting temptation. It's about avoiding unnecessary exposure to it in the first place. One fan shared that GTA helped their mental health during COVID lockdowns. However, the real lifeline was likely the social connection itself, rather than the criminal content. Beginning at 13 means exposure during a key stage of moral development. And saying "I'm fine" doesn't necessarily prove no influence occurred. It could actually reflect normalization. Influence doesn't always show up as imitation. Sometimes it appears as desensitization, a growing comfort with the disturbing and defensiveness when those patterns are challenged. Age ratings exist because content matters, but a rating is a boundary, not a force field. Children still encounter mature content through culture, social media, and gaming communities. The entertainment industry continues to profit from adult content, yet children still encounter it through culture, social media, and gaming communities. An age rating alone cannot prevent that exposure. Take a moment to consider what your entertainment is teaching you to enjoy. Follow along for more reflections on gaming, faith, and moral discernment.